Maybe unmute your mic, Kiko. Greetings, everyone. It is I, Kikoski, welcoming you to the stream. The pre-stream, to be exact, where you have the opportunity to get here, get comfortable, get ready for Dwarf Fortress. Hello there, Ziggy Zaff and Ada. How are you both today? I hope you are doing well. Forgotten Beast Trading has appeared. Well, not so forgotten anymore. Hello, Master Gregster. Hello, Rotaran Egg. So, yeah, it is an interesting day today. Hello, Tentretto. I have been busy this morning. Busy with Dwarf Fortress, if you can believe it. Not playing it in my spare time on my own world. You're actually home for a Friday stream. Woo! Woo indeed. Great to have you here. Did we find a castle with 3 kobolds offering 1 cat? No. What? Why would I find that? But you know what we did find, though? So, do you remember what happened last time? Do you remember what happened last time? Do you remember the disaster that was the game messing everything up? And we had basically a very, very tedious future. Stream title implies sacrifices of a dwarven god save scummers. It's an older DF meme. Okay, fair enough, I don't know that. Hey Cav, so basically, what I did... Yeah, the entire fortress straight to jail, including the king, I might add, was also going to go straight to jail. So, this is all because one of the items that is forbidden, usually for trades, is cages. And Edna had decided that cages weren't forbidden. Except afterwards when she decided that they were. And so everybody pretty much was then due to be imprisoned. Or hit with a hammer. Or beaten up. And this is all because of game stuff. So what I've done, and I'll show you it, is we have this here. The alternate save. You will note that that is the save from last week. On the 19th of Galena, late summer, 11/11. There's also the 19th of Galena, late summer, 11/11 here. This is a timeline which, for the most part, ran exactly the same. We had the Forgotten Beast, because Forgotten Beasts and, like, invasions of Ratmen are rolled at the beginning of the season. So, on the exact same day a Forgotten Beast turned up, and it happened to be the exact same Forgotten Beast, they got punched by a dwarf. This save literally ends at the end of a Ratman invasion. We did our trade, and nothing went wrong. We haven't traded away the cages, although I traded away buckets. Do you want to know something that's fun? Harvey hadn't banned the sale of buckets at that time. Luckily, Harvey hasn't reinitialized the ban of the export of buckets. So we got away with trading buckets. Yeah, that doesn't work, Rack and Shin, when the people punching them are powerful enough to kill them. The guards are actually really, really good in my Dwarf Fortress at actually beating people up. So, we have this save. There are a couple of minor differences, but not many. I'll show you them. So, oh yeah, we have a ghost right now. Cup has decided that he is going to haunt the fortress. That is a new change. So, what is different? Well, what isn't different is here. This is exactly the same. Travis Snyder with a really old hammer with an adamantine warhammer, and he only exploded a few fingers. Joni most dwarves got away with the bruising. What is the ghost called? It's Cup. Is that the ghost of the guy who died in lava? Nope. I don't know why he's doing that. So, this is this slowly draining. I don't know if it will actually permanently drain, but I'm going to give it a go. It's probably not ever going to fully drain, but we're going to see if we can. I also have this set up so that I can potentially, drain water out this way. We have what is here known... This is a new edition. This edition is kind of new. This is what I am affectionately calling Dwarfless Gate. Because I found, while we were making stuff in this timeline, 2 statues of Dwarfless. So this gate here is now Dwarfless Gate. Hello, Shield of Hope, how you doing? But otherwise, yep, things are pretty much the same. This area here, we just dug that out. We got adamantine. This is draining, hopefully. Hello, Crotty Robo, and the only other change is that. Because, you had a crash, I guess. No. I'll show you what happened. So, remember last week? I'll show you last week. Remember the end of last week's save? Where many things were very, very similar. There was just one minor difference. One teensy tiny little difference. And that was, if we go to Justice and go to Convicts... Yeah, even the king is guilty. I might add. Even the king. Although apparently there's no sentence pending for him. So everyone pretty much is guilty. Yeah, I'd rather not go back to that timeline. No, it was just a moment of carelessness combined with Edna randomly deciding to change a thing. No, that's not how it works, Duck Nuck. Unfortunately. Hello, Strong Beef, how you doing? So, instead, we go to this timeline that is very similar, that if we go into Justice and Convicts... Oh, look, it's only the people that are dead. Okay, so... funnily enough, Cup is a criminal, but we can't chain up a ghost. No, Traden, no. Nobody's allowed to legally die. No. Their crime was injuring people. So, we're putting down a tombstone, a slab, in commemoration. Fun fact, by the way, we're now down to only 17 slightly unhappy dwarfs. It's only 17. Oh yes, you'll also see here there is a small pile of cages. Yeah, we're going to put a lot of spare cages on this pedestal. When we make spare cages, they're going on the pedestal. That's where they are going now. That is where they are going. But yeah, otherwise everything is exactly the same. The reason why I expanded this is because dwarfs will put finished good bins into a stockpile, but they won't if there's no space. So we'd ended up with a situation where this storeroom was too full, so there were no boxes being put there, which then meant that they couldn't put any crowns in there. Is this before we're trading? No, this is the 19th of Galena. It is literally the same day. This is the same day that we ended on last time. We didn't sell the cages. We did sell buckets. We got lucky that buckets weren't banned. That's the only real change. That and this. This super expanded Bone Crown storeroom is the only major change. We still are draining water here. This has happened. We've sealed this off now. We also have this here, which we didn't find gems this time round. I am tempted to to just dig that out and then turn this on so that we can set that up. You know, I might do that. I might actually say, hey, guess what? Dig that out, please. This is when Edna declares sports drink to be illegal and Jitters throws her in jail. I'd like to see them try. But yeah, this is the Dwarfless Gate. This gate here is the Dwarfless Gate because of 2 statues of Dwarfless. And while I'm thinking about it, we should absolutely go into our stocks, go to our shields, and do the thing that we always do, which is that. We have a lot of steel shields. Hello all, has moral risen enough to the punching to stop? More that we're in an alternate timeline where the punchings never had to stop because we didn't trade away things that were terrible. More that happened. Are you making anything out of bronze you're melting down? No, but it's nice to have. We didn't reset back per se. We reset back, and we're back at the point we were at before. You know what this also means? This means I get to keep my guards. My little guard battalion is still active. Could do trade goods or block and make bronze floors. Could. I could. How many bronze bars do I have? 308! Could. Trade goods might be nice. I could make coins. I could make bronze coins. Because we've nearly actually minted 1,000 gold coins. We could mint 300 bronze coins. Like, this is a coins bin. We could just mint some bronze coins. How many silver bars do we have? 300. We could make, like, 250 bronze coins. Once that is done. Because we have a lot of coins. Oh boy. Look at all those coins. 68 grand's worth of coins. And we haven't done a single trade with coins because we are way too concerned with... do we have any aluminium bars? No. We have 1 native aluminium... Oh, one thing. We haven't mined any silver, but we do smelt it down. One thing that did happen is a strange mood. Batlin made this. This is a frilly rope reed left glove. All craft stores from the ship is of the highest quality. It is studded with electrum, decorated with rope reed and tower cap, and encircled with bands of pigtail, donkey leather, and tower cap. It is made from rope reed cloth. The object menaces with spikes of tower cap. On the item is an image of a diamond in fine pewter. On the item is an image of Kesham Buck Rampage, the Dingo Man in tin. Kesham Buck Rampage is labouring. This artwork relates to the settling of the Dingo Man, Kesham Buck Rampage, in the Dune of Jail in 63. Did you know that some years ago Dwarf Fortress had an in-fortress economy people would use earn coins, but the system was half-baked and taken out entirely for the moment? Yeah, fake Kesham Buck Rampage does not labour. I think you'll find there are many statues of Kesham Buck Rampage labouring. Yeah, see? Right there. This statue that also dedicated to the settling of the Dingo Man. That, by the way, is on an engraving of Kesham Buck Rampage, the Dingo Man labouring. Which is... So here is a statue of Kesham Buck Rampage being eaten by a lion, but it is on top of another masterfully designed image of Kesham Buck Rampage. What is this slander? Honestly, one of the things we probably need to do, And there'll be no context, is we probably at some point need to have an emote of a dingo man, and it be Kesh and Buck Rampage, and no one will understand what it is. Like, out of context, no one... Joke on you, Kesh and Buck Rampage is just the end boss of this game. No, the end boss of this game is literally the game. Can I engrave this? Yeah, you can. Neat. Probably suspend the construction of that and engrave this. The real end boss. Think of the other statue at the top as a patch. Not exactly a dingo, but oh well. End boss is when Edna is angry. Edna's always angry. Actually, no. Edna is always exceptionally happy. Fun fact. Edna is always super happy. But yeah, I do apologise that we are not continuing the path that we were on before. But being realistic, the path that we were on before was going to be very tedious to deal with. Like, I don't think it was going to be fun to watch. So I decided I would... I spent about 3 hours getting that set up, by the way. I spent about 3 hours getting that set up. Kika, do you talk about the... Ah, yes! So, from now on, Thursday was the last day that a Twitch VOD was going live on Kikoskia, because we now have a new VOD channel. It's called Kick Vodskia. That's where all VODs are now going to go. And it needs subs to grow. There you go. You can find the Twitch VODs at Kick Vodskia. Kudos on my name. Cav wanted it to be called like Kikoskia VODs, and I was initially for that. But I was like, no! I must go with the punny name. It must be Kick Vodskia. I'm going to double check that link actually works. Yes, that link does work. Kick Vodskia. The superior... No! Are the existing VODs going to be moved? No. No, they are not. What that channel does have is it has links to the playlists on Kikoskia. And those for Dwarf Fortress and Animal Crossing are still going to be updated, albeit with the Kick Vodskia videos. New games going forward will have their playlists on Kick Vodskia. Moving videos between channels on YouTube is extremely... Yeah, I'd have to re-upload every video. I'd have to re-upload all of them. It would be very painful. And there'd also be the risk that, like, YouTube would go, hey, that video's already been on another channel. Because YouTube isn't smart enough with its algorithm to know that both of the channels are run by me. It's not smart enough to know. It should be, but it isn't. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, Cav! Cav, you're getting greetings! Modest goal of 1k. Not sure Kiko decided what will happen to that. Yeah, we need a goal for 1k. When we get to 1k subs on Kick Vodskia, there's going to be some sort of milestone, some sort of goal. Something that will be there as a reward for it. But I don't know what that'll be. I don't know yet. No, that's 1 million. Another 6 hours of Action 52. I mean, you're going to get Action 52 anyway. You're going to get Action 52 anyway, people. Of that I guarantee. You're getting Action 52. So yes, I do apologise that we are on a different timeline, as it were, but this timeline is just a less frustrating one, and I hope you enjoy it. Oh yeah, also, last stream looked like a beginning... No, last stream was the beginning of 2 streams of us trying to sort out everything. It was just going to be frustrating. It was just going to be frustrating. 110% frustrating. Oh yeah, also, technically you all can't get there. So if I select you all for none, if we go to this... Oh yeah, all of them got cancelled, didn't they? Yes, they did. That's okay, you can all get started on that. I suppose technically we could also do this. And while I'm thinking about it, we could also do... let's get some blocks. Let's also get like that block, that block, that block. Do that there. And then that block. There we go. So then we can have a door there. We can make everything look very fancy. We can get rid of that now, everything's fine. Yeah, you weren't able to complete that weapon trap. I am very much aware of this. I'm very much aware you were not able to complete it. We'll start again. We'll start again. So yeah, this is all being smoothed out. That's being engraved. A bajillion crowns are being placed everywhere. The day is ruined, a disappointment measured in paper cups. I know. I'm just the worst. I am just the worst. Okay, this needs to be... Okay, you're putting it down. So hopefully, in a moment, we're going to get a notification. Yeah, Harvey has banned exports on querns. Okay, don't worry, buddy. I was never going to export those. Your querns are safe. They were never going to be exported. So you're moving this. I'm a little worried, actually. Brew drinks from plants. Yeah, let's make it 2,000. Oh, what now? A quern. It's a thing you use to grind things down into flour, basically. It's like a grinder. Like a giant grinding stone. So you're going to place this down, and hopefully this is going to satisfy Cup. There we go. Cup has been put to rest. That is good. Whew. What, a mill? Kind of. I'll show you what it is. It's one of these. It's like a mill. It's called a quern. Or a kern. 1,000 gold coins have been minted. So, now we go... bronze coins. Let's have 250 bronze coins minted. A manually operated millstone. That's fine. Right. This is going to be mined. Once that's mined, we then pull this lever to close that. We pull this lever to close that. Because there's no reason to keep this open. Because this, ideally, is going to be how we... Oh. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of crowns there. It's a pity we can't access them. Ah, they're fine. They can just stay there for now. That's all being worked on. We could also probably smooth these too. Like that. And smooth that. There's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, is that a 1? There we go. They can be cut down with urgent priority. So I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all looking forward to a fun day. Look at all the crowns. You're storing a dingo bone crown. I am paused. I'm on the mend from illness. Well, I hope things are going to get better soon. Oh yeah, we also eventually have to, when all this is dealt with, we're going to dig that out and get even more delicious candy. Not that, though. Actually, no, we might mine that out at some point, because lava. We might, in fact, mine that out at some point, but not yet. So you're going to... What are you going to do? Oh, you're smoothing over there. Everybody loves getting involved in smoothing, by the way. Everybody loves getting involved in smoothing. Been busy packing everything up for the move from my new house. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that eventually. It's not going to be great. Honestly, we might as well just smooth all of this. Actually, what we might do is that, and just wall this off. I might actually do that. Anyway. Yeah, you have a lot more stuff than you realise, don't you? You really do. You have a lot more stuff than you think. You're like, oh, it'll be fine. And then it is not fine. It is not fine at all. That is a borax pillar. You can also quickly suspend that construction. Right, where are you? You're there. Right, so what we now need to do is go to this, and in a moment we're going to have to... Okay, I need you now to press this lever. Very urgently. Right, press that lever now. Because a lot of water is about to flow in. But it's going to eventually stop. Has it been pressed? It has not. It has now been pressed. Okay. Is this lever going to work? Yes, it is. And it has blocked off the water. Okay, so that is desirable. We now want to press this lever so that we just seal this area off, because there's no reason to be in that area ever again right now. Just none. There's no reason. There we go. Now you can... Actually, you know what we do want to do? We want to do that. And go blocks, and go... Honestly, that's fine. And then you can just smooth out the whole thing. Just smooth it all out. Make it all a little bit nicer. You can also maybe do that, and this, and we could put a thing here. Look at me making everything look pretty. Sometimes I can do it. Every once in a while I manage to make a thing look pretty. Sometimes I succeed. So. Oh! Well, that's lava. I should probably do something about that. Yeah, I didn't realize that they were literally going to block off the floor. Yeah, just fill that hole in, why don't you? Please fill that hole in. And that's Old Dragon raiding there with a party of 21. Thank you ever so much. That is so absurdly kind of you. Thank you and welcome. How are you today? He bringeth the ham and he bringeth the raid. There is much raiding that goes on when Old Dragon is here. Thank you for the ham, good sir. How are you today? I hope you are doing well. Hope things are going good. Cheese for the raiders. Cheese is always welcome for the raiders. Oh look, we found some native gold there. We could totally go mine that. Doing well? Marvellous. Glad to hear. How did we discover that? It's way deep in lava. How did we discover that that was there? I don't know. So there are 2 holes here. Ah, there are 3 holes here. So that's going to be interesting. We should probably fill those in before we do anything. Maybe the Minecraft way. I mean, I don't know how you can see into that, honestly. I don't know why I'm making this area look nice, by the way. There's no reason for me to make this area look nice. I just am. I just want this area to look nice. So I'm doing it. I'm making this area look nice. Just kind of what I'm doing. I just want to. Oh, I can smooth the floor where the traps are. That's interesting. I mean, there's no reason not to. Actually, dwarfs like it when areas are smoothed. They like smooth walls and smooth stuff. It makes the place look more presentable. And they enjoy that. You're drinking. Okay, you're going to go drink. That is fine. Now you can do that. And that's going to be constructed. How is the water going? It's, it might be a while before this drains out, folks. Just saying, might be a little bit. It's gonna be a while. Oh yeah, we have a lot of bones as well, don't we? Those bones will eventually be dragged up. Slowly, maybe next year, or 5 years from now, or 20 years from now. I'm honestly not sure. What I do know is this little project's going pretty well. This project's going very well. Very pleased about this. Yeah, let's smooth all this, and all that, and all that. This, and that, and that. And this needs smoothing. That needs smoothing. It's still a pile of ash. Yeah, unfortunately so. You are still very, very much a pile of ash. It is regrettable, but it is unfortunately a thing. Oh yeah, we're also going to need to smooth all this out as well. I should really smooth that out too at some point. When we have a little quiet moment, we might do that. This is when people smooth that out and just die to the trap. Could happen. I'm actually going to dig these out a little bit. Actually, let's be honest. We are not going to be doing anything going that way. Like, maybe that way, but not that way. Maybe this way. Maybe. Oh yeah, all this needs smoothing as well. Okay, oh yeah, that's the wrong button. Sending dwarves to mine and water would not net you any... Yeah, it's true, it really wouldn't. Okay, so is this... walled up? No, it is not. Could mine this out. Kiko, you know what happens to people who mess with time? Look for me, for instance. Yeah, but I loaded a save game. I didn't literally change the fabric of reality. This is just a mere time split. Like an alternate path. This is just an alternate path. And it's autumn. So we could get some good trades going down. I didn't like that the screen momentarily flashed there. That wasn't great. Dwarf Fortress, are you okay? I think it's okay. It's just got a lot to save. Are you still alive? Yes. I'm pretty sure you are, in fact, still alive. I think you are. I'll double check. Hello, Deus, how you doing? Are we talking IRL or in-game? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Can't answer that question. Right, Hammy is... Actually, we can look it up. Hammy, you're sleeping. You're blissful, sleeping in a fantastic bedroom. So yeah, you're good. You're sleeping. We have nearly filled in all the lava. But I'm pretty sure you're carrying the last diorite that allows me to deal with that. Okay, all these need engraving. All that needs engraving. All this needs engraving. All this needs engraving. And that. And that. Sweet, you're rich. I mean, to be fair, everyone in this fortress has the same level of luxury. Make sure to have... Oh, we have loads of bone crowns for the next trader. Of that I can assure you. I'm slightly curious. Who is the oldest dwarf? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. What I do know is that in a bit we're going to be setting up some more traps. And in a moment we're probably going to be making some more bone crafts, because bone crafts are... Hey! The unkillable dwarf has bestowed a name upon their shield, which is pretty nice. We always like that. With that sweet candy, we like that more. Good luck, Hammy. How is the fortress? Going well. Also, thank you very much, Dark Jade. As I said, Kick Vodskia. Which timeline are we in? We're on the one with the Doorfless Gate. Are they still alive? 2 and 3 are still alive, yes. One of them is a bit unhappy. They are not pleased. They're like, I am Grump. And thus they were Grump. All good gates have Dwarfless on them. That's true. There is a superior quality one of you. You're surrounded by dwarfs. This is your election to being a dwarf. And that one is a picture of you and mosquitoes. You are surrounded by the mosquitoes, Dwarfless. I don't know why there's that one, but apparently mosquitoes. That is a thing. Yay! Your wildest dream, mosquitoes. Okay, so how's this going? Are there finally more boxes? No. No, we are just filling everything with crowns. How has this happened? How many crowns do we have? Oh no! How many crowns? I made this space so that you wouldn't fill it up. This is why being passionate about passionate is a problem. It is! It really is! So long, flower overlords! Say hi to the crown overlords! Oh, you're not wrong. You're really not wrong. What are you even doing? You're grabbing a thing. There's still some space. It's about to be very, very full. Also, please resume construction of that. Actually, no, suspend construction again. So rock doors have been made. There's also a petition. No. Until they team up and become the crowned flower overlords. You want to bet we're going to be trading... There's still space, I hear you say. Nah, no there isn't. There is no space. There is no space. Yeah, it's about to be filled in. You know what all these people are doing? They're grabbing crowns and they're putting them in the crown storage. No, those are just crowns. Those are just individual... You know what? Clearly, we haven't made the crown storage big enough. Clearly, the crown storage is not vast enough. It must be bigger. Why were you not mined there? Oh, that's a pillar, that's why. Yeah, we're going to make the crown storage a bit larger. You know? You know the funny part? We're going to make more crowns soon. Oh. Why is no one making this cage or this flask? I don't know which one of these is Right. Someone needs to make a flask. Very quickly. Like, make, object, copper, flask. Now. Do we even have copper? Yeah, we have loads of copper. The other thing is make a cage. Right. We can also force that. We can go make wooden cage. Do that now. Don't worry, these will be done. They will be done. We do not want Edna unhappy. We do not want Edna unhappy. They will be done. Actually, no, let's just undo that one and resume construction of that. Okay. Meanwhile, just this. Just this. This utter disaster. Oh no. Okay, someone is making bronze coins. Where is the making of... Okay, copper flask. Have you made one? Yes, okay. Now it's just a cage. The flask was the important one. Now you're making a cage. And once that's done, Edna will be placated. You're pretty good at making cages. You don't want an angry Edna. An angry Edna is an unhappy Edna. We don't want that. We really don't want that. Okay, cage has been made. Good. Now we just have things prohibited. Are we trying to become a fast fortress where we... No. Nope. We just make crowns because that is what we do. Also, on an unrelated note... You're not going to like this, but on an unrelated note, we're going to make more bone crowns. I'm not kidding. We're also going to make some more totems. Like another 40. 50. Oh, the royalty don't wear them anymore. It's just everyone that wears them. And we'll just sell every single crown we have. I'm not even kidding. We're just going to sell every single crown we have. So, have you managed to fill in this hole yet? Yes, you have, which now means that we can fill in more of these floors. Like, we can go blocks, and we can just go... I don't know. Those things. And then, once that's done... We can then open this up, get all this, and then later we can open this up and get all that. What happened to the demon beast we gave a shower to? Oh, it's still there. It's very bored, though. It's very bored. It's a very bored beast. I am genuinely wondering if we're actually doing a good job of cleaning out all this water. We should give it a copy of Action 52. I'm not sure that will entertain it. I feel like that might just make it more bored. Okay. You probably want to engrave that. So they're all working on that. We could also put some doors down here. Some shale doors. Look at them all busy at work. Loving their jobs too. Little do they know, we've got some more work cut out for them in a moment. Using crowns for currency and thought they were using actual crowns. Well, I'm just going to leave that there for you. Oh, blind cave bear. Probably, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit dead. Oh, look, miasma. Are there bones? There are probably bones that we can grab. What are you grabbing? Bones? No, iron shields. I'm pretty sure if a copy of Action 52 showed up near the fortress, Action 52 would be considered a forgotten beast. It would be. Be an insurmountable one. Be a horrifying monster. Pretty pink clouds. Yeah, that's about right. We might need another one of these at some point. Still have all this cow hair. Beware, it's janky gameplay. Just terrifying. Ooh! Whoa! Whoa! Native platinum. Yeah, I feel like we might want to make this a bit bigger. That's nice. not gonna say no to native platinum. Hello, Sonia. How you doing? We got too many crowns. Send help. And we have Zamba there raiding. Hello. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Greetings. Can you have too many crowns? Yes. Welcome, raiders. I hope you're doing well. How was your stream? Cheese for you. Cheese for all. We don't want to lose that to this. We've already lost 2 gems to that. Storage says absolutely. Yeah. Storage is not liking this. Finish some robots after doing... Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. At least I hope you enjoyed it. So let's start making this a bit bigger by doing that and this. You know, just making it a bit larger. Just adding a bit more, like that. Which will immediately force people to go and put crowns everywhere. Because they will. Ooh, they absolutely will. Once trading is done, though, we can work on... Oh, please continue that. Look at how fancy this corridor is. Checking gameplay reminds you I need to finish watching the Mega Man VOD. Yeah, it was a bit of a thing. It was absolutely a thing. An enjoyable thing, though, but a thing. Also, how's the water doing? Yep, it's, still draining. I don't know how well it's draining. Hasn't even got to this bit yet. I don't actually know if it will permanently drain out, but it is an experiment. If nothing else, we've made another river. I'm sure other fortresses will appreciate that at some point. Right, in a couple of days the dwarf should be here trading. That's typically what happens. And we're not trading them buckets, we're not trading them cages. We will trade them every single crown we have. Like every single crown. We will trade all of them. We could also maybe trade them some... Infinite water in desert biome sounds pretty useful. Yeah, it does, but what we actually want is to get rid of the water so that we can get access to here. We want to get access to here, this square, so that we can dig down into this. And hopefully get into this pillar, because we know this pillar has in it adamantine. We want access to the 3rd pillar. You can't have our buckets, you can't have our cages, you can't I love that! You can't have our buckets, you can't have our cages, you can't have our Kesham Buck rampages. I love it. It rhymes and it's glorious. It is glorious. I don't think this is ever going to fully drain. I don't think this is ever going to fully drain. There is no aquifer or drain. What if it's on the edge of a map? What if that's there, though? It's on the edge of the map. The edge is solid. Oh! So it will drain eventually. Huh. We will eventually have access to all this area. It'll just take a long time. That's why you have to carve those fortifications for the drain. Makes sense. Ooh, by the way, we found Something here. We found that. We should dig that out. Can you pipe it outside the mountain and flood everything? It would take a phenomenal amount of effort, and honestly, I don't want to. Because people come from outside the mountain. We want their trade. We don't want to drown them. That is counter to our wishes. Are there like necromancers then? Goblins? Goblins are generally... Oh, here come the dwarfs. But goblins are generally evil. Usually. But they can be encountered not evil, because they can join civilizations. Right, dwarfs are here. But your average goblin is evil. Your average goblin in a goblin kingdom is evil. There are reasons why they are evil. They're also immortal. Goblins never age. Like, they go older, but they don't weaken. So over time, goblins will become more and more and more powerful. Yeah, ethics are based on civilizations, not species. But generally, like, a goblin civilization just by itself tends to be bad. You don't tend to want to have goblins on your front door. They're bad. You don't want necromancers on your front door either. They're bad. No, less than that, Thrithland. There's a reason why they're not good. There is external influence that makes them really bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to trade them every single crown that is on the floor. This is going to be our start. Every crown that is on the floor, we are going to trade them. All of them. By doing this, we will eliminate the number of crowns that are just floating around, as it were. This should really help us. Yes, it will take a while. But oh my, is it going to be worth it. We're also going to put a couple of bins in there. What else could we maybe trade them? We're not going to trade them our... Just random... No, we're going to trade them a couple of bins. A while, as in 3 streams worth of time, yeah. Let's get a couple of armor bins. Because armor bins tend to have a lot of really nice stuff in them that we can sell. A couple of armor bins will do us some good. Like that armor bin. There's a few more armor bins somewhere. Yeah, there's an armor bin there. Ton of just boxes. Gem bin, finished goods, finished goods, finished goods. I could try this game. You get shockingly used to it, is what I will say. Like, it starts off overwhelming, but it also starts off very slow. Because you don't have many people. Also, this is absolutely a game where, you know, failure is 110% an option. And it will happen. You will have fortresses that will fail, often through no fault of your own. I'm also going to put that there and that there. This, that. And that. And that. Oh, there's an armor bin. There. Okay. Do all that. So that is 758 items. However, yeah, generally, nobles determine what they want to ban based on what they like. So if you have a noble and they're like, I love this item, and this item, and this item, you'll sort of have a pre-warning of what they want to... Like we'll pick this person here. This person... No, that person here, okay? Not you. You, okay? If Sonia was a noble, alright? If Sonia was a noble, they would probably ban... Probably nothing. So that's a bad example. What about you, okay? If you were a noble, you would probably... Yeah, this person would probably ban... If I was, I know Sonia. They'd probably ban battle axes, shields, armor stands. And they probably want those things made. Also, you know how it was 700 odd? It's already now 730. The number of items is dramatically diminishing. Also, how many wagons did they bring? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wagons! Why the bans? Because they like these items, and they don't like them being traded away. They covet them. Why cages are banned? That's easy. I can answer that for you. Why are cages banned? Edna. Edna likes kimberlite, brass, sphalerite, acacia wood, crescents, quivers, cages, earrings, flasks, cows for their haunting moos, the words of the wayward walk, and the sight of the rumoured auras. When possible, she prefers to consume giant dragonfly, brook lampy, and banana beer. She absolutely detests toads. There you go. Now you know. I mean, they just like them. I believe we can... Let us use the meme of Marge holding up a cage and her just going, I just think they're neat. They just think that they're neat. Also, 650 items. We are literally clearing house on this. We are clearing house on this here. We're grabbing every single crown, putting them all up there. And then we're going to have to smooth all this out. You know what? We could also... do that. Link this up. Must someone coming over my files and selling of art commissions. Rage! Is this the Steam version? Yes, Bahom. This is indeed the Steam version with the Steam GUI. So it's going to take a while to get all these trades done. But hey, this time we're not going to have people get mad because we're not going to trade anything that's prohibited. We're not trading cages. We're not trading earrings. Actually, that's a good point. What does... that's a good point. You don't like rings being prohibited. We're basically going to trade crowns. Crowns and armor. Armor is fine. And swords are fine. We can always trade swords. Yeah, we're up to 610 items already. Look at all these people. These merchants, these wagons, these spear dwarfs. Meanwhile, down here, they're busy smoothing all this out. Isn't it neat? We should also, maybe, put a couple of statues here. Like, a statue of Cav! And a statue of dwarfs. Add a statue of Zephan. Add a statue of a dwarf. It's a good Cav statue there. Cav out of 10. Cav approves. Hopefully. This is when Cav does not approve. Cav is like, I do not like this. Why would you do this? Alright, how is the amassing of stuff going? 564 already. We've already done 200. Also, Edna has decided to ban something. What have you decided to ban? Cages and earrings. And Cav thinks the statue is not a flattering image of it. Hey, Cav has a really nice office now, okay? Look at that office. It's got a gold statue of a chicken. It's got a statue of Dorfless. The statue of Kakoskia. The statue of Cav. It's got platinum table, platinum chair, platinum armor stand, and it's got this lovely crossbow that's just there. You know, they like crossbows. It's basically, you know, whenever I go to Cav going, hey Cav, I've got this idea for a thing and it's going to take a while. You can also edit this button. And then Cav just leans over, grabs the crossbow, and goes, yeah, continue, Kiko. Then I decide not to do a thing. Also, migrants. I believe this might be the last 2 migrants we have for a while. But we have a migrant. Also, we have a couple of animals. Not too many, though. We're also up to 500 items delivered. Look at all of these crowns that are just being grabbed. Look, there's barely any crowns here anymore. It's like a miracle. Also, how many crowns have we made? A fair few is the answer. We're already making some totems, by the way, and other stuff. All these crowns will be gone eventually. All of them. We also want some doors here. I'm also going to do this and put some statues in my little nooks. Because why not? I see this is a thoroughfare that is being used a lot. Are we short on empty bins or something? No. They hadn't put any bins in there because it had filled up. Is the reason why, to begin with. Also, ooh, we do in fact have a name for the dwarf. They are a stoneworker. Oh, very nice. So, you're going to be called, Evil81? Wait, are they actually minting crowns from Lands of Lore? No. I wish they were. The Forgotten Beast! Moslo Osmozuspo has come. A huge serpent composed of pink garnet. Oh! It has a knobbly shell and it undulates rhythmically. Oh! Where are you? Okay, it can move. Alright. Yeah, that's not good. Pull that now. Pull this now. That's actually a problem. Yes. That's a problem. It's in a place it can get to us, too. It's alright, we are doing the next best thing. Which is that someone is going to come and press these buttons. Someone is going to come and press these buttons. Okay, good. That got pressed. That got pressed. Okay. This one's also going to be pressed. Come on, press this one. Good. Good. Oh, those close up the fortress. Like that. And that. Okay. There is now no way for this to get into the fortress. I hope. Because if it can, oh boy are we all dead. Because I don't know what those vapors do. They could murder everyone. This could be the end of the fortress. Garnet is dangerous because it's a gem. So it's a gem golem. How are forgotten beasts forgotten? Because they tend to reside super deep in the ground. And because we are digging down to the depths here, the forgotten caverns, they have an opportunity to get out from these cavernous layers onto the surface. They can do anything from just, like, daze people to set them to sleep to literally make their skin rot off. Or it can just make them bleed. Or it can suffocate them. No, none of these things are fun. Hey, you guys, station here. Yeah, fortunately we've done all the way up, so what I want you to do is station here, just in case. Have we forgotten something? I don't think you can get in. I don't think you can get in. I really hope you cannot get in. Please do not get in. So, we get to find out what this vapor does. Yep. Okay, you're gonna... You are stunned. Okay, it's a stunning fog. And you're dead. And you're also dead. Okay, it cannot get in. It can't get in. Alright, so... yeah, you don't need to station anymore. Whew, okay. So this one is linked to the caverns layer one. Which is linked to this bridge. Okay, so what we need to do is, you don't need to station it. What? They don't station anymore. No special orders. Go back. Please go back. Okay, good. So, we're going to make doubly sure. Yeah, the rats are in for a bit of a treat later. The rats are in for a huge treat later when they show up, because they're going to fight that beast. Right, so what we're also going to do is we are going to... we're also going to pull this lever for the trap corridor. And we're going to pull this lever for the caverns lair. Now I'm going to save before we pull the levers, because if those levers aren't wired correctly, I don't want the fortress to get doomed because I pulled some levers. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. This isn't quite the Forgotten Beast made of steel that fires webs levels of bad, but it is bad. Yeah, the next Ratman invasion is going to be killed by them. Or rather, it's going to be killed by that thing. Which is not great, but at the same time, that could have gone much, much, much worse. Like, that could have been so much worse. Also, the game does not pull its punches. Once you get to a level where Forgotten Beasts will spawn, it could just be that one immediately. The Ratmen might beat the Forgotten Beast. This is true. It might. In which case, half of our job's been done for us. In which case, our job has been done for us. Where are you, buddy? You are there. You're just killing a cat. This is fine. I would much rather you kill a cat. The other thing you really want to have happen, ironically, right now is another Forgotten Beast. There are only so many Forgotten Beasts, though. That is something to consider. There are only so many of them. And once they're all dead, they are gone, and that's it. But once they're all dead, no more Forgotten Beasts. So now we mine all of this. If it wasn't for the Vapors, a gem beast wouldn't be an issue for a world train. Yeah, exactly. Those Vapors are bad. We don't want to fight those Vapors. Like, we could have used our hammerers to crush it, but because of the Vapors, we don't want to. We don't want to do that. It's too risky. It's too risky. It's too risky. It's a shame, but using the archers, I will merely say, try defeating a creature made of gems by firing crossbow bolts at it. You don't have the oomph. What you need is weight and power. And a crossbow doesn't have that crushing power against something made of gems. Against something made of gems, you need crushing. And we don't have that. Then you get a ballista. Yeah, I don't have anyone that's trained in the use of a ballista. Also, what if we fire that ballista and it dodges? Or we miss? You get one chance with a ballista, really, because that thing's quite fast. The best way to deal with it is just to pretend that the first layer of this place doesn't exist right now. Bones are nice, but also not needed. Like, we have a stockpile of bones. We can still do stuff with bones. We have other resources. We have other resources. Spiders up for clothes. But we have wool now. Yeah, we have wool. Speaking of which, shear animal. Can we shear an animal right now? Could we maybe shear 50 animals? They do. The Ratmen regularly export their spears, but we can make spears, is the thing. It's not urgent. We can make spears. If push comes to shove, spears can be made. So long, Sonia. Thanks for being here. Great to have you here, as always. Have fun, Dwarf. Also, random aside news. First off, remind everyone. Kick Vodskia, the VOD channel I now have, which this will be going up on. Trying to get that to 1,000 subscribers. Exclamation mark YouTube brings up a link for it. Secondly, 1,668 eggs. Finally got my shiny Hisuian Voltorb. And then 33 eggs later, I got the second one. Buy his VODs. No, buy the book. It's a good name. I like the name Kickvodskia. I like it a lot. Look at all these people just rushing in with all of their crowns. Ooh, I see some nice stuff here today. I see nice stuff. There's some nice items. Also, how many crowns are here? Look, we've nearly done all the crowns. Instructions are clear. Subscribes to Aaron Hope and buys... Was it really that clear, people? I'm not sure how clear it was. Yeah, I really need to fill this trap corridor up. That's a thing we need to do, actually. Let's set up the trap corridor. Ooh, we have some good mechanisms here. Right. 6 copper spears, 3 silver maces, 17 of these. Right, let's deal with all the traps that I had to restart. Because we need as many things in here as we can get.
Mayhem!
And that there is Kronos V2 there, subbing with Prime Gaming 17 months now. That is so absurdly kind of you, thank you. And remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, which means you have a Prime sub you can give to anyone you like. You could even give it to me! I won't say no to it. You know I won't say no to it. Thank you ever so much. That is so, so kind of you. Right, bismuth spears, bronze. Okay, iron spears. Okay, so some of these just didn't work out, so we now have the iron spears back. Give it to Kickvodskia. Oh, now people are going to be like, oh, that Kickvodskia guy, he's the best streamer. Not that Kikoskia guy, though. That Kikoskia guy is rubbish. And I'm like, oh.
Ooh, a pouch of
Decide
gold.
to starch cola, drink his book, and buy... Thank you very much. That is so kind of you, Diffam. That is very kind. I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you. I greatly appreciate all of you, but you know that. You do all know that. I do appreciate you all. Bronze pick, iron warhammer. Yeah, we're not going to have any new spears for a while. Not from them. Not from the rat people. But hopefully the rat people will be able to kill that thing. Or at the very least, really badly wound it. If they can really badly wound that thing, we are one step closer to dealing with it forever. Okay, do I? Don't mind me, I'm just lurking for a bit. No problem.
Ooh, a pouch of
Do we also break Kiko to get... I mean... You kind of break them both when that happens. I'm not going to say no to breakage. I'm not going to say no. We may have to actually... Yeah. Coins. Coins might be a thing we're absolutely going to have to make to cover some gaps while that Forgotten Beast is roaming about. Oh yeah, did I ever connect up this to a lever? That is a good point. Yes, yes I did. Outer Caverns 2. It's nice to have 2 of these. Honestly, it might be nice to have 3 of these. Just in case. You know what? It might be nice to have 3 of these. I'm just thinking, might be good. On the off chance that disaster happens, I kind of want another one. Yep, the cat child is fighting. Yeah. I like egg. This is true. I do. Right, time to get the broker here. So now everything's here. Store item in stockpile, then we'll do the trade. Took about a good 2 weeks. Look at how quiet this stockroom is. They're still finding more... more of them. They're still finding more. Alright, you're going to drink, and then hopefully you're going to go and trade. Because we really want to get some trading done. What else is going on here? Nothing. Right, you're going to trade in a moment. We'll save before the trade. We're going to trade away all... Egg! Egg! We're going to trade away all of those crowns. All of them. They're all going to go. Also, this planter is asleep. Why? Why are you asleep, Frant? Like, Frant, why are you asleep? I'm pretty sure you have a room. Right? See, there. Who doesn't have a room? You don't have a room. Right, have a room. Is there anyone else in the fortress that does not have a room? Because I'm very sure everybody has a room. Let's find a place that doesn't have a room. Are we actually short on rooms? No, there's a room here. Right, okay. Is there anyone in this list that does not possess a room? Yes, a dwarven child. And another dwarven child. Why do they not have rooms? I mean, I'll give you a room. Do I need one more room for them? Is that because they were babies that became children? I appear to be short a few rooms. Well, we can solve that by doing this. There we go. We can solve that by doing this. Adding a few more rooms there. Right, are you now here? You're still drinking. Okay, buddy, I kinda need you to stop drinking right now. Yeah, those war dogs have been missing for a week. Ah, you found a cat. You have found a cat. So what could have been an extremely horrifying creature has become something that is just attacking cats. This is the ideal... Okay, you cannot make totems right now. So stop that. If you cannot make totems, don't make totems. So you're coming to trade at the depot. There you are. It's moving up. Right. So now we save. We save. We do a trade, and hopefully you gave us some good things. I'd like a lot of... You know what? Becoming the capital is a problem in one regard, because once you become the capital, you can no longer request specific things. Because every single year I would request, without fail, I would request silk and cloth. Every year, I'd say thread, silk, and cloth. I do that every time. I mustn't have gotten Beast Fell. Is that still there? It's still there. We've locked it away. We are ignoring the Forgotten Beast because it is made of gems and it happens to be nasty. Right, we'll take all of your bars. We'll take all of your cut gems. We'll honestly take all of your blocks. There's a native platinum block there. All of your rough of those. We won't take them, we won't take them, we won't take them. I'll think about those. Won't take that, won't take that, won't take that, won't take that, won't take that. What did you bring? Not a lot really that I care about there. We don't want animals. We do, however, want your rum, your wine, rum. If you have any banana beer, I'd love to have it. Like, I'm not even kidding. It doesn't realize it, but the beast is now the fort's best defense again. Ironically, yes. There are people, by the way, much braver people than I, who will trap a web-spitting forgotten beast in a place that has fortifications and, like, a bridge. And they'll set up an animal on a chain, and the beast will fire webs. So they can just fire tons of webs. And then the dwarfs can then raise the bridge, pick up the webs, and you have an infinite supply of webs. And all it takes is locking up a forgotten beast from ancient times, and you know what? I'm going to buy all these axes. And I'm going to buy these swords. I want to buy these spears. And I'm going to buy these maces. And I'm going to buy these picks. Why? Because they're great for putting in traps. Cloaks, yes. Tunics, yes. Robes, yes. Shoes, yes. Them, no. No. Yes. Not helms, not caps, but hoods, yes. Gauntlets, no. Gloves, yes. Mittens, yes. Boxes, no. Bags! I wouldn't actually mind some spawns for planting. Like sweet pods, plump helmet spawn, pigtails, sweet pods, dimpled eye, plump helmet spawn, pigtail. Is bone carving still happening? Probably not at the moment, because, or not excessively, because we don't have access to the to that lair that has all the creatures. It's a shame, but it is a thing. Right. No, 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 no. We don't need more crowns. Anvils, no. Food. Don't need... it's cheap. It's cheap. We'll buy it. Thread. Good. Trousers, no. Leggings. Loincloths, yes. Backpacks, no. Quivers, no. Giant axe blades and weapons. Yes, I will buy all of them. All of them. I'll buy the cheese too. Did you bring anything else? Scrolls. Yes. You bought a bunch of instrument parts. Okay, so we need to make 36,000. Crowns. Oh, we didn't need to bring anything else. That's all we needed to bring were the crowns. That's it. That's what? 52 grand worth of crowns? Well, we need to make this a bit sweeter for us. How about this and that and this and that and this and that and oh no, I need to get more stuff. I'm gonna buy all the toys. Give me all your toys. Oh, okay. That's the sweet spot. So if I do that and I get rid of that toy, alright, trade. Boom. Didn't need to bring any of the bins. Didn't need to bring the bins. Just crowns. And that's it. We did it. We did it, everyone. We traded 50 grand's worth of crowns. Hello, Wolfhead. How you doing? We just traded crowns. And we have achieved success. Guys, I think we need to make double the crowns for next time. It's fine. We have a lot of other riches, trust me. So there we go. We are going to make a save. And I'll be back in a moment while it saves. Don't go anywhere. Right, I'm back. Trade's done. That's done. Right. Now everybody's suddenly going to have time to do stuff. As you have no doubt seen. So that's been done already. So this will now be smoothed out. And, yeah, this is all going to be smoothed out. All of it. Like that. That's all going to be, there you go, engraved. And now maybe we'll finally be able to put some, I mean, we do have a lot of rock. This is the thing. We can make rock crowns. Which, fun fact, we might do that. We might in fact make rock crowns. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. We're gonna erase that there. And we'll make a stairway down and we'll make a rock crown area. See, look, I'm thinking here. Rock and stone. Yeah, we're going to have a rock crown location. And it's going to be amazing. That. We need to have more crowns. We have crowns at home. Crowns at home. Rock. I mean, not wrong. Smooth these out quickly. Oh yeah, don't smooth that out though. And smooth that. There we are. Okay. So. You've done all that. Trades are fine. Rock statues have been made. Set those ground with polished rock gems. I mean, money is not the biggest issue. Money is not the biggest issue. Not at the moment. Forgotten Beast is fighting everything. That smelt malachite ore is still going. they're eventually going to go there. They're going to link this big area up here. You're going to smooth that out. We're going to dig into this. Make a big, massive area here for rock crowns. They're going to be industrializing everything, compartmentalizing, organizing. It's all happening, folks. Now, once all the things from this are being... Actually, are they all being grabbed yet? They might not be being grabbed yet. Which means we can probably set up more traps. Oh yeah! We could set up some more traps. That we can. Let's get these traps going quickly. This. This. That. These are going to be some good traps. Oh, yes. This. All of them. Now, they might be wondering what we're going to do with all of these. They have probably no doubt heard of our minor issue, which happens to be all of these monsters that decide to attack our fortress, and we're like, yeah, you know what? We're gonna deal with that. And deal with it we will. Now we just need a couple of these. And maybe a few more picks. It's not going to be as fast, but... There we go. Monster in the caverns? That's a minor issue. Ha! I get it. I get it. Alright, so... You're smoothing all that out, which is wonderful. You're smoothing all this out slowly as well. This has all been lovingly detailed. So, statues here. What do we have? These statues aren't very good. But we'll have a statue of a monkey. We'll have a statue of a dwarf. There we go. Can't always get what you want, but it's a statue. At the end of the day, it is a statue. I wonder how many of these are of Kesh and Buck Rampage. That is of YOLO. That one is of... Oh, there we go! I found you a Kesh and Buck Rampage. A fine, an exceptionally designed Kesh and Buck Rampage. I deliver, folks. You can't say I don't deliver. You can't say I don't deliver. Right, we need... Ah, yes. These need to be smoothed. And then we need to put some things... That Kiko, he's a mailman. He delivers. I do. I do. This is a true statement. I do indeed deliver. Ah, Keshem, he's my favourite streamer. Oh, I thought I was your favourite streamer. Betrayal. Such betrayal. Oh, dear. I don't know, folks. I do all this stuff. I try my hardest. And what happens? Get shown up by Keshem Buck Rampage. Kikoski is just a byproduct. Oh. Sad. Just words that hurt. Okay, that was quick. You got to that really quickly. Okay, I guess we're gonna do that, this, that, this, that, this. It's okay, Kiko. You saw a second favorite streamer. Thanks? I guess? Oh, you found the war dog. Yeah, you found that war dog and it is very dead now. Yep, that is a very dead war dog. A hyper-dead war dog, you could say. Okay, they're slowly mining all that up. Suddenly there is a Kesh and Buck Rampage VTuber. Just steals all my thunder, I'll tell you what. Steals all of it. Okay, you're busy mining. Right, what's going on down here, by the way? Oh, not a lot, to be honest. We should probably think about getting rid of that at some point. Also, constructing this floor here. Out of some diorite. No, not out of diorite. We can do it faster with a block. Because we have a lot of blocks we just bought. Like that block. That'll do. We haven't even grabbed this gem yet. Huh. Well, copper cages have been made just in case you were worried about them. By the way, they are completely done with this. So, you're going to be a bit busy for a while. And oh boy, do I mean you're going to be busy for a while. Because, yeah. That's a lot of that you're going to have to work on doing that for. Yeah, they're going to be a bit busy for a while. But they like being busy. They like being busy. Meanwhile, over here, we're working on this storeroom. Because we're going to have to make a couple of rock crowns. How many rock crowns are we going to make? So I like to, you know, start small. You know, start small. 500. We got a couple of spare rocks lying around. This is the perfect thing to do. Start small. Just a couple of, you know, a couple. Labor. So, haulers, woodcutters, glassmaking, soapmaking. That's carpenters, trappers, strand extractors, bone carvers, weaponsmiths, stonecutters. Yeah, I don't think you should be doing that. So there we go. We can probably start dealing with all of the random rocks that are lying around in all these places we've built. That's the plan, anyway. Ah, there's our Jaguar man. He's stressed, apparently. Why are you stressed? Go pray. If you want to pray, sir, you should just go pray. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. Go grab that if you would. Yes. Yes, I approve of that. Right, blocks. Get some claystone block here. Technically, it's shale. Actually, do we have any shale blocks? We might have some shale blocks. No. Wrong UI. I want to go here and get block. Oh yeah, we have shale blocks. We have shale blocks. Right, so you're eventually going to do this. We're eventually going to get deeper. A lot deeper. Yes, we are. Ooh. And rock crystals. Well, we like rock crystals. You also like smoothing out all of this while we're here. Because we can. And then explode on the other side of the net. No. No, that's not going to happen. At least I hope it's not going to happen. Okay, how is everything doing? Rock statues have been made. We're doing relatively okay, you know. Not as many bone crowns as we used to have, but it's okay. Rock crowns are going to become a thing. In fact, we could specify that rock crowns are allowed here as well. Oh! Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So... Harvey has become possessed. Ooh, you're probably gonna make a piece of clothing. Seeker Koskia's following, being like, what are you doing? Mayhem! No, what are you doing? Mayhem! That's all he's doing. Just shouting mayhem. And everybody's absolutely fine with this. They are not fine with this. There is no being fine with this. So we don't know where they're going. No, I want you to go back and do that, please. No, go do it. Just move the gem. It's not that hard to move the gem. Apparently it is impossible to move the gem. This is just not a thing that we can do. It's just impossible. You've claimed a clothier's shop. Okay. There is a child in this clothier's shop playing. I played with the toy hammer. I really enjoyed that. Where are you going? We're going out of our minds. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. It will be fine, though. Okay, why did you ignore this bit? Some people are going to be looking at the fact that there's one tiny little bit that is not there. So we can eventually just, like, get all these crowns. Just store all these crowns. We can have some big boxes full of crowns. Also, people should be crafting like crazy. They're not, but they should be. Oh dear, look at all of these. Just so many bone crowns. I have not missed anything that is not... Yeah, I've not missed anything that is being specifically crafted. That's nice. Meanwhile, this area... They've not even started. The reason why they've not started is because we don't have people right now. Because they're a bit busy. They're a bit busy, like, smoothing stuff out and doing other random things. I do have, by the way, this whole storeroom here that is just there. This big room full of nothing. So you're still working on this. What have you grabbed? You've grabbed some sheep wool cloth, a chromite block, and a briolette cut lavender jade. You've also some rough pink jade. Neat. Glad to see things are progressing smoothly. Ah, I see we are depositing normal crowns here now. Yep, normal crowns are indeed being deposited. That's going to be an amazingly fancy thong. If it is in fact... Hey, can it be another glove to go with the one that Batlin made? Okay, someone please move the gem. It's not hard to move the gem. There we go. You move the gem. I appreciate that you move the gem. Batlin. Batlin is the one that made it. Yeah, Batlin made the gem. The glove. Jewel encrusted banana hat. No! No, this is Harvey. Harvey would make such a thing. Harvey would. Harvey is going to make something extremely exquisite. He is our king, after all. Why are you on that side? That is an interesting question. I know how you got there. You went this way because it's open. But why have you gone that way? That way seems a bit counterintuitive. Yep, you're hauling shale. Okay, you're making a rock crown. You're grabbing the rocks that are here. This is good. This is good. How are we doing on coins? The answer is... gold coins. Okay, bronze coins are starting to go in here. They're only worth 50. As opposed to the gold coins, which are worth 300. But that's fine. We're just making crowns, making coins. Using our material. It's what we're doing. We're being efficient, effective. This is all being engraved. This is storeroom number 2. And that's also now being mined out. Which I appreciate. Actually, interestingly, we could just do that. And have the entrance be there. That's likely a bit better. Or we could do that and have the entrance be there. That seems a little bit more sensible, honestly. Do we have matching doors? Yes, we do. Microcline doors. Perfect. Perfect. Actually, let's do that. Let's put some statues there. Ooh! Where have you struck native platinum? Ooh, right there. Also, a ban on certain goods. What goods have you banned, Edna? Oh, look. Flasks, earrings, and cages. Good news. We haven't done anything with either of those, so it's all okay. For the moment. Maybe. Just maybe. You know, I'm always complaining, like, with my dwarves. They're not doing thing! And then I tell them to smooth 7 million floors. Cage made out of flasks. I mean, if they could be that efficient... Okay, you've begun making your mysterious construction. Keeps muttering, Akath Thest Kig. So you ended up getting some billion bars, bismuth bronze bars, more cut gems, and sheep leather. I get the feeling this is going to be one for the vault. Also, no thanks. Definitely going to be one for the vault. Wow, you really failed to build that wall a lot of times. But it's okay, you built the wall eventually. Eventually it got built. engrave all that for me. What wall? The wall over here. A cat has been missing for a week. Oh, yeah, we know about that cat. Yeah, that cat, we're not going to be hearing from them for a while. Ooh, what's in the... Oh, there's a lot of stuff in there. Very nice. Very. The Forgotten Beast, Talon Ikath Sedast has come. An enormous anaconda with lidless eyes. It has a thin winged stretched skin and has a bloated body. Its golden yellow scales are jagged and close set. Beware its noxious secretions. Which layer are you on? Oh, you're on layer 3. Or on layer 2, rather. Yeah, we don't have to worry about you. You are, yeah, you're not a problem. Unless there is a way that connects layer 2 to layer 3. That is something I have not considered. There might in fact be a way to connect layer 2 and layer 3. I mean, I'm not going to say that we need guards here, but just in case we need guards here, let's station over here and...
Behold! A hidden
Forgotten Beast in a hole! That's going in the book!
My favorite!
Thank you very much, Gnosis. That is so incredibly kind of you. Thank you. Yeah, the game likes to generate winged creatures between layers. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that. I can see it. Oh no, that's the other Forgotten Beast. Ooh! I'm like, what's this beast doing? Nope, it's, there's another beast. That beast just sat there being a beast. Just sleeping. Amongst all the dead things. By the way, something to be worried about. If somebody happens to go, like, they end up really, really stressed and they start throwing a tantrum, one of the things they can do in their rage is flip switches. They can indeed flip switches in their anger. This can be bad. This can be what is commonly referred to as very bad. Unfortunately, we've not had any tantrums for a very long time in the fortress. We've been doing a good job of taking care of all that. A lot of closed panic switches around Papercup. Yep. Wait, didn't we get a Forgotten Beast music? We did! It's on the second layer and it flew away. I don't know where it is. I'm not sure what you mean, Kiko. I think we need a demonstration. I don't think we do. Oh! Oh, 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 oh! Oh, oh, oh! Oh, they're fighting! Loathe, Sarabesh, and, oh. It's dead. Talon is dead. Killed by Loathe. However... Ooh! Oh! 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 I mean... Yeah, it won. But... Also... Oh dear! It got badly hurt. This thing, by the way, can spit webs. Webs do not affect Forgotten Beasts, but you know what do? Claws. This thing is bleeding badly. Okay, it's not bleeding anymore. But it's not doing very well. Oh, it's not doing very well. You should see the other guy. Yeah, the other guy's here. It is very dead. This thing is really struggling. Look at it. It's winded all the time. But it's alive. It's alive. And one of my retired forts, the Forgotten Beast, fought in the defense of the fort during a civil war. Yeah, it's like, nobody! Look, this is my fort. Nobody terrorizes my fort but me! Thank you ever so much, by the way, for being here. Great to have you here. Don't think you're needed. Do not think you are needed. Not you, my dwarfs that were stationing. I forgot there was another Forgotten Beast there. What is the risk of a civil war? Basically, if there's like a sort of a temper tantrum spiral or a loyalty cascade, you can end with having a lot of people like getting really unhappy. That's effectively what a loyalty cascade is. A lot of people get really unhappy. And you see it as a loyalty cascade. We've not had it happen yet. The alternate timeline, it might have happened. But, the Fortress War Elephant. Yeah. At least it wasn't a giant war elephant. At least it wasn't a giant war elephant. Are you still working on your thing, Harvey? Yes, you are. Affection after interacting with a pet. Shaken, reliving, being forced to endure the decay of a pet. Those are words. They have made a Cathestig, a long sheep wool skirt. This is a long sheep wool skirt. All crafts dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with briolate cut pink jades and encircled with bands of oval chromite cabochons, billion and sheep leather. It is made from sheep wool cloth. The thread is midnight blue with dimpled eye. This object menaces with spikes of bismuth rods. On the object is an image of an onion plant in sheep wool. On the item is an image of dwarves in lavender jade. The dwarves are travelling. Illustrates the foundation of Papercup by the crazed sack of cups of a lost furnace in the early spring of 100. On the item is an image of Prey spies the adamantine amulet in Chrysoberyl. You know what? Did you offer it? Oh, you did. So Edna. Would you like that? I think that would be a brilliant gift for you. I think Harvey gifting you this skirt would be brilliant. I think it should be yours. It's been offered to the crazed sack of cups. Well, I think it should be yours. I don't think anybody's going to complain. What a great pair. Maybe someone should make a game about them. Maybe they should. That is yours. That is your thing. Is she going to wear it? I think she's a bit busy right now. But I think she will wear it. Okay, a lot of people are wanting to make malachite stuff right now. See, the Queen does stuff. She just, like, works. I've been fine. This kid all the while is just like, yay, wouldn't it be grand to just take my life off and do nothing for the rest of my days? Oh! Yeah, I feel that. I feel that a lot. Okay, so are you now done with that? Are you now going to grab the... Nope, nope, you're still working. An artisan, their materials and the tools to shape them. Look, away from your family, your Harvey was literally making... Thank you. A thing there. Peepo is your older sister. Peepo! Is someone grabbing this? You're just still working. You're gonna spend a long time doing this, I feel. Okay, now you're gonna go pick up that equipment. I love that it's classed as equipment. You're satisfied at work. And... pleasure on putting on a truly splendid item. Why aren't you praying to Reg? It's actually a good point. I really want you to pray to Reg. I'm sure I shall pray to Reg eventually. What I probably need to do is stop making, like, as massive a requirement of things. Like, why don't we just reduce this to, like, 150? Ooh, we're doing well at shearing animals, by the way. We should just have, like, a season where we don't craft anything. That should be a really good idea. Just a season where we don't make any items. That's how you get a rebellion. No, actually. Like, not making items gives people a chance to relax and unwind and socialize with people. And you want them to do that. Like, you want people to do that. Oh, no, that way. You want people to do that. Some of them like working, but giving them the option to just chill, it actually allows the people to make connections. So we want finished goods, only crowns, but only, like, total quality, fine, core quality, fine, other materials, bone, and stone and clay. You're right, but also dwarfs. A concept of real-world working... Nah, they're getting better at it. People are getting better at it. There we go. Now we have 2 areas where... Was that rough hewn? Yeah, we can do that. Could also engrave these. Like that and that. Excellent. So they're all going to do that. Everything's going to be fine. We could put... This is quite interesting. We could put... It's sometimes difficult just to get them to pray, but Edna, I think, is very happy, is the thing. Like, Edna... Yeah, Edna is ecstatic, so I don't think we have anything really to worry about with Edna. Edna really doesn't have a lot of woes. Why is there a llama here? This and many other questions. Why is there a llama here? Like, why is there a llama? Oh, because you were being sheared, that's why. You were being sheared. That makes sense. You were being sheared. That really does make sense. Also, wow, we have nearly minted 250 bronze coins. Really? Wow, that was really fast. Oh! Wait, oh look, the rat people are here! Oh, have you made a mistake today? Oh, have you made a mistake today?
Wait, the way in's blocked. Why would they block the way in? I don't understand.
Oops. Yeah. No, come on, this way. Visitors, say hi to the new guard dog. Yeah, no, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Come on. There are other things for you to fight. Oh, you're going to just run into my traps, aren't you? Come on. Go fight the... No, don't chase the cat. Great. Horrendous forgotten beast. Chases a cat. Okay, here it comes. It's going the right way now. It's going the right way. Okay, it's heading down. It's heading down to where... Are you just dying on my traps? Yeah, you're still just dying on my traps. Okay, this is great. Don't wear down my traps. Fight this horrible monster instead. Okay, come on. Come on, you can get there. You can get there. I'm really hoping that the rat people can actually hurt this thing. It knew they were there. Oh, here's a rat person. Here they are. So what's going to happen to them? Oh. Okay, the answer is I don't know. It's there, it's fighting, it's... Oh! That one is not doing very well. Okay, one of them is dead. Okay, where are all these cavern dwellers? I don't know, but most of them died. Okay, they injured it a little. Okay, it's injured slightly. How badly? Its head is broken. Its head is cut open. Its head is dented. Its neck is broken. Its neck is cut open. Its body is fractured. Its body is cut open. Its tail is gone. Its shell is gone. Huh. Maybe it might die. Like, there's a lot of rat people coming right now. It's dead! The rat people killed it! Huh! The rat people did our job for us! Well... For the first time, I'm actually happy for the rat people doing something. Rat people solved our door problem. They did. Now, what we do is we set this, oh no, for everyone. We also make sure that it now encompasses all this new area. Because you want to make sure that it all encompasses this area. And all this area too. Like that. We also want to go to the Royal Borough and add all this too. Good job, rat people. Now die on our traps. What's the purpose of the crowns? We sell them and make big moolah. That is the purpose of the crowns. The purpose is profit. Okay, but I'll put them in bins. I don't control that. They will eventually put them in bins. What's going in the book, but in a good way. Right, so the problem is we don't have any war dogs anymore. We probably want to train a couple of war dogs in a moment. Yeah, train you. Train you, train you. In fact, train all of these. Like that. Yeah, there's one bin. So yeah, good news. We're going to open this up now. Bad news, you're still going to die. So we maybe could have taken on that Forgotten Beast. But honestly, leaving it for our dwarfs to deal with later, or rather for them to deal with later, was a clever plan. It was a good move. Also, I feel like we should probably put a dog here. Just in case. Okay, so everything's open now. Everything's open again, so the rat people are going to come back. And they're all going to die. The ones that survived are all going to die. And that's glorious. Yeah, they did eventually kill it. This makes me happy. My problem solved itself. Kind of. A little. Okay, there's a couple of rat people left. There's like 3. So basically, the thing appeared, started fighting, and then they just beat it with their spears until they broke its probably neck? Probably its neck. But hey, I'm not gonna say no. I think bone crowns are back on the menu, people. Okay, there's 3 of you left. Can you please come back? No. This way. Yes. Onto the traps. That's where I want you. On the traps. Come on. There we go. How many more are left? Are there any left at all? 1. Come on. Step right up. Got plenty of traps for everyone. We literally do. All the traps. Ready for everyone. All the time. Alright, are we... Come on. No. Don't chase a kitten. Trap over here. The many... No. The many strewn bones of your compatriots are over here. Look, there's a cat here. Chase this cat. Come on. Yes. Chase that cat. Yes. Onto the traps. No. Traps are over there. The traps aren't down there. I can't turn off the alarm until you go... No. Come on. Go up. Yes, that way. Please, that way. Yeah, come on. No, 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 no! Wait! More of you? Oh! Oh! Okay, so inadvertently that cat was helpful. They warned us of another group of rat people turning up. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. That is good to know. They got word that someone was blocking your yearly spear donations. Inadvertent is a good description of cat. Yes. Yes, you are absolutely right. Inadvertent is a brilliant descriptive term for cat. We have a lot of shells. Ooh, a statue of Dwarfless! We absolutely need to put another statue of Dwarfless down. And a Cavy Sow. And Tentretto. And Id. Yes, yes you do. Okay, come on. Over here. Over here, come on. We haven't had a Titan, by the way. Ooh, a Bronze Colossus would... Oh, a Bronze Colossus would be such a good thing to have come to the fortress. For all the wrong reasons. But it would be such a good thing to have turn up to the fortress. Okay. How are you doing perishing on the traps? Okay, you're getting closer to the traps. Come on, every other creature died. You can probably perish too. Okay, you're going that way. You're not getting very far. Oh, no. Dead. We need to make a statue to celebrate the rat victory. I'm pretty sure there is a suitable statue. It's called All the Bones. There are literally 2 invaders left. These 2.
I'm gonna go this way. You go that way. We'll catch those traps by surprise. Yeah, they won't know what hit them. Oh, wait, there's a cat. Oh, Bob!
And then they died. And that was the story of all the dead. Right. All good. Guess what? Rat bones are back on the crafting table. Rock crowns? Pff. Bone crowns? Yeah. That's what we want. We want those bone crowns. Give me those sweet, sweet bone crowns. Beautiful. How many bismuth bronze stuff do we have? 250. Well, you know what we could also do? Smelt coins. Bismuth bronze coins. We can make like 100 and... We can make 180 bismuth bronze coins. Right, what about spears? Guess what? More spears. We have 300 bronze spears. 300 of those spears. Well, good news, everyone. We can make more traps. There's a lot of traps in our future. Whoo, there are a lot of traps. Okay. Spears. Yes. Oh, this is wonderful. This is wonderful. Eventually we'll have another corridor full of traps. It's gonna be beautiful. But all thanks to the rats. The rats, I might add, that made all this possible. These copper axes there. We give our thanks to those rats. They are resourceful, very sneaky. Hashtag thank rats. Yeah. Oh dear. The new element of Kiko's outro, thank rats. We don't want it to go to their heads. We don't want the rats to think that they're an invaluable part of this fortress, even though they are in fact an invaluable part of this fortress. They really are. We would not be doing as well as we are doing here without rats. Not even kidding. We'd have to craft all of these spears ourselves. Oh wow, they brought a lot of steel spears with them. They really did go, hang on, we can't bring all of our... We can't do our spear delivery like this. So in other words, we need to thank Bella. I mean, we could. Redeems thank rat people. Alright, we can get rid of... Ooh, there's a lot of, like, made spears here. Well, we are actually nearly done with filling out this corridor. All we need are some spears. And we'll throw a few swords in there. Why not? Or we could throw a couple of iron picks. And a couple of... some iron short swords. Why? Oh, there's an iron short sword there. There we go. The full corridor is completely done. Except for two things. We want a few cage traps. Because you never know. Cage trap might be useful. Actually, no. Cage trap will be completely useless. So there we are. Cats have been dealt with. You can't complete that weapon trap. There's a lot of things they couldn't do. Oh, is there not a weapon trap there? Oh. Oh, well, Yeah, there's no weapon trap there. Save, I will do in a moment, but thanks for reminding me. That's pretty important to remember. Yeah, it's very important to remember, actually. That very large serrated disc. Use these steel picks. Steel mace here. Honestly, I think we'll just use a couple of spears. Yeah, there we are. Much better. We will save now. Good call. Good call. In all this time, by the way, I haven't considered what's going on with the adamantine. The precious, precious adamantine. We haven't actually dug that far down there. We kind of got distracted by everything else. This is pretty much Dwarf Fortress, though. We get distracted by a lot of things. We get distracted by a lot of things. But we should be okay. There's a lot of gold around. There's a lot of gold. We should maybe smelt some more gold. How many gold nuggets are there? Oh, 800. We should maybe smelt some gold at some point as well. How much gold? That much gold. That should keep us going for a while. That should keep us going for a very long while. Meanwhile, this still hasn't been constructed. Who needs adamantite candy when you have skull and bone candy? It's oddly true. Oddly very true. I really wish that they wouldn't fill this up so quickly. But then again, this is kind of my fault for going, hey, make 7 bajillion crowns. Like, someone should be moving a box. But no one is going to move a box. Then again, we do have this secondary storage area. We do have this secondary storage area. We're also going to put, like, 5 wheelbarrows here. Yeah, we're finding dead stray cats. It is a shame. Okay, some of these traps are just failing, which is always novel when that happens. Like, we just have traps that don't build. And that's probably because the things I want to use for them are being dragged and transported elsewhere. Realistically, I don't even know... I know why I'm doing this. I'm doing this on the off chance that somewhere there'll be problems with... I need to put a statue there, by the way. That there'll be problems with invaders on this layer. Which might happen. Okay, how's the water doing? Okay, here is a status update. Most of the water here is at 6. So it is, in fact, draining. The Forgotten Beast, Vathi Lebuvum Minari Nia has come. An enormous, skinless bear. It has a knobby shell, and it belches and croaks. Beware! Its poisonous sting. Oh! You're on this lair. Oh. Right. Okay, we can do this. This one here. Where's the lever? Pull this right now. Forgotten Beast, bear. Right. Get to here as quickly as you can. I don't know how fast this thing is. It's not slow. Oh, it's not slow. It's not slow. It's 383 years old, by the way. It's moving with some alacrity. Is this shut? Aha! That's why I have that gate there. It's shut now. So I have the time to deal... Is that... How many Forgotten Beasts have we had turn up today this stream? 3! We've had 3 Forgotten Beasts arrive this stream. 3. It's been a busy day for beasts. Let's aim for 2 more. We have literally 10 minutes. If 2 more Forgotten Beasts turn up in the next 10 minutes, I am very sad. Okay. Are my soldiers here? Hey! Bestowing a name on a shield. What about 10 more? No! No, this is... No! No, I don't like that! No! Okay. 1 of them is here. Wow, you were eager. Where are the rest of them? No, seriously, where are the rest of them? Where is the rest of the squad? You don't need the rest of the squad. I'm here. Where's the rest of the team? Okay, there's another one. Okay, here they are. Here they are. Alright, pull this. Right, we're gonna go meet this thing. Gonna go meet this thing head on. Just gotta wait for that door to open. And then we'll charge out. Meet it, fight it, hopefully kill it. That is the plan. Whenever this lowers. Come on. Okay, there we go. Right. Move out into here. We do not want you fighting in that corridor. Traps could trigger. Is that a pet dog? No, it's just a war dog. Right, this Forgotten Beast is going to beeline over here. I think. Okay. You just... Oh no, you're coming. Oh, this thing noticed! This thing sensed that the way was open. It is on its way. Look where it is. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. In fact, it is pretty much upon us. And... there it is. Alright. Kill it. It's dead. No, it's not dead. It's not dead. It's not dead yet. Now it's dead. Okay, now it's dead. Is anyone actually hurt? No. No one is hurt. Okay, so what happened to this poor thing? So it finally got to the combat, and the Swordmaster kicked it, and then it missed. And it struck the left leg, bruising the... Oh, with a mastercrafted shield. Charges, the Swordmaster jumped away, struck it again. Forgotten Beast misses, charges. Oh. Collides. The Spearmaster stabs the Forgotten Beast in the upper body. Well, immediately just punctures a lung. Swordmaster strikes the Forgotten Beast in the hand with their weapons, bruising the muscle. And then bruising the muscle again. Pulls on the spear, gains possession. They miss again. Gets hit again. chips the bone, tendons torn. Forgotten Beast misses. Strikes it with the lower body of the steel shield, bruising the muscle. Bruise the muscle. Yeah, me too. Like, chips the bone, fracturing the bone. So we've already got a punctured lung. There are nasty ones, don't worry. This one was just a skinless bear. There's much worse than bears. Bruising the muscle, scratching the muscle, fracturing the bone. I'm waiting for a big thing to happen. What else happened? Ah! The Swordmaster slashes the Forgotten Beast in the lower body with his Fimshal Cobum, tearing apart the muscle and spilling its guts. That's where the guts appeared. Yeah, Legendary Warriors truly are something else, yep. Tearing the muscle and tearing the lung. So, guts are everywhere. Yeah, this strikes the Forgotten Beast with the shield, bruising the muscle and bruising the heart. So, their heart has been, tearing the left lung again. Tendons are being torn, fracturing the bone, chipping the bone, bruising the lung. Oh, tearing apart the right lung. And this is when an artery is opened. So they have one punctured lung, one gone lung, guts everywhere, heart bruised, artery opened, tearing at the heart, a major artery in the heart. Yeah, at this point this thing is very dead. Yeah, there goes a paw. Just gone. We start chipping the skull. Tearing sensory nerves. More tendons being torn. Tearing muscles apart. Left paw is cloven asunder. Now just hacking away. Well, it was still fighting. It was still fighting. Fracturing the right false ribs. Hands away. Tearing it. Yep, there goes a paw. I bet the last thing is the head. Yep. Tearing apart the head muscles. And the last thing that happens is the injured part collapses. Still going. Oh, it was just... Eventually, I think it just bled out. I think eventually that's what happened. It just bled out. I think that's eventually what happened. It just lost blood. That's my dwarfs and my spears. There are dwarfs, there are swords and spears in that unit. Everyone pretty much got involved in that. Also, there are a few more grumpy people. However, did something happen there? We're seeing a couple of 5s here now, by the way. So, it's going to take a long time. And this is practically not moved. But, we are draining out this water. It is draining. And guess what's filling? That's right! These storerooms are filling. Oh, there's a bin! Oh, I'm pleased with that. A bin has been placed. I'm very pleased at the appearance of a bin. I am not pleased at the fact that there is only one bin in here still. However, I think we did pretty well there. I think, in fact, we did fantastically well. And I think this timeline is certainly a very interesting one. This this timeline that we're experiencing here. I think of the choice of dealing with my guards going far, far too far with accidentally trading away cages and the ramifications of that, and having fights with 3 forgotten beasts, one of which we didn't even do. And the king making a skirt for Edna and trading 50 grand's worth of crowns. As we drain away an entire underground massive lake to reach some adamantine. I think all of that is a good point to end on today. I think we've had a very productive stream. Speaking of which, there won't be much of a stream left by the time all that goes. Let's keep going over. This is the timeline where the Forgotten Beasts just keep appearing at exponential rate. Hey, at least it would be an interesting conclusion to the fortress, wouldn't it? You basically just lock off all the exteriors. Like, well, we're done now. We're never, ever, ever going to leave. Could happen, you know. No problem, Crow. And Specialist as well. And you know what time it is, folks? It is time for me to thank you all for being here. Collapse the mine! That's it! Thank you all for being here, everyone, because you're all absolutely fantastic and amazing and brilliant and wonderful. And I could not do what I do without you, and I wouldn't want to do what I do without you. And as a reminder, before I go into my typical ending spiel, there is Kick Vodskia, the VOD channel which this is going to be uploaded onto. Every sub helps getting it closer to 1,000. I haven't yet thought about the sub goal that will be done when we get there, but I'm sure I can come up with something suitably worthwhile. But everyone does help. Every little bit does help. Every view helps too. There are a couple of things I need to quickly talk about before we conclude. The link, by the way, to Kick Vodskia is there. And there are a couple of things I need to quickly mention. No problem, Dark Jade. I mean, you can, Dark Jade, if you like. I hope it's about nothing critically urgent. But there are a couple of things I need to quickly talk about before we conclude, starting off with my website, kickvodskia.com. You can check out all kinds of things there, including my schedule. You can be potentially dust on. You can also find links to my Bulgarian Hope. Then there is my Discord, where you can join a large and thriving community. By the way, let me put up all these things, because there is... no problem, Mater. There is Dusseltom. And there is Discord. On my Discord, you can join a large and thriving community, which I'm often a part of. I'm typically there doing stuff. There's loads of ways to talk about stuff, loads of emotes based on Let's Plays and streams past and present, and if you link your Twitch and Discord together and you sub to on Twitch, you can use the Twitch emotes on Discord, which is fantastic. You know what's even more fantastic, though? My Patreon, where you can pledge to support me in doing what I do. There's nothing Let's Play or stream-wise hidden behind paywalls, but there is a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you typically do not see, including but not limited to all the editing, compression, and test streams and test recordings, and everything that makes all what I do a reality. And in these trying times, I really do rely on the people that pledge to me to make all what I do possible. And those that do not only get a different coloured name on Discord, and my deep and sincere thanks, they also get the ability to shortlist games for one of the community votes for the Let's Play slots. There's also, I'm going to put that link up again, the YouTube channel itself. Actually, it's still on the screen. There you can check out all of my content. All 10,000 plus videos from nearly 16 years of stuff. I'm so old. And Kick Vodskia is going to have all of my VODs going forward. Well, there are a lot of VODs that are on my main YouTube channel that you can check out. And if you sub to either of those channels, if you sub to Kick Vodskia, you'll help me get close to 1,000 subscribers. And if you sub to Kikoskia, you get me close to 100,000 YouTube subscribers. I really want to get to 100k. It'd be such a wonderful milestone. There's also my Twitter, and all of my other social media outlets, like, for instance, Mastodon, Instagram, Blue Sky, Discord, which I mentioned before, and the community tab on YouTube. There you can get notifications about when I start streaming, and my Let's Play videos go live, and all kinds of random other stuff, but that is not all. Hi and bye. Hello, TomTom. Bye, TomTom. There's also my Throne wishlist, where you can find links to gift me things that provide me with joy. And if you have an idea for something and it is not there, you can suggest it with the suggestions thing. Finally, there is me thanking all of you, because seriously, you are all absolutely fantastic and amazing and brilliant and wonderful, and I couldn't do what I do without you, and I wouldn't want to do what I do without you. You are truly the heart and soul of my community.
Mayhem!
And there is Chili Combon there, just sneaking in there at 9 months with a 5-month streak. Thank you ever so much. Good luck with the VOD channel. Thank you. Thank you. I hope it goes well. But you really are all absolutely wonderful. The greatest community I could ever ask for. So wholesome and wonderful and brilliant and just wonderful and so supportive. And you are the ones that make this job that I have possible. You're the ones that make it a thing I can do, and I've never been happier than when I am entertaining all of you. And with your continued support, I'll be able to keep doing this for many years to come, as many years as is possible. So thank you all ever so much, folks. Seriously, thank you. Thank you. And remember, the algorithm likes engagement. So, if you watch this video and you would like it, if this is a YouTube VOD, don't forget to like the video and comment. And sub to the channel, both Kickvodskia and Kikoskia, if you haven't already. And if you have, press that bell for notifications as to when new content goes up. And I'll catch you next time, folks. For whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope you achieve everything you set out to do. Have you ever tried RimWorld? No, I've seen people play it. I much prefer this game so far to RimWorld. The next stream, by the way, last stream of the week, tomorrow, 2 PM GMT, Animal Crossing New Horizons, we have a new villager to work on the garden of, and I have not thought at all about what things they are going to have in their garden. I should really think about that. I really should. We might end up struggling a bit there, but I think I can figure something out. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. And remember, be nice to each other, everyone. For if everyone is nice to each other, the world would be that much better a place. And we all want that, don't we? Well, I certainly do. And I hope you do too. Later.